What's up, everybody? This is Ben, Child of God and the Addict. Welcome to Vita Exculta, the Cultivated Life.
Lord, give me a sign. Let me know what's on your mind. Give me a word, no sign. It's all in time.
On this channel, we learn how to tend our gardens, the gardens of our life. We're trying to optimize and maximize, get everything out of life that we can, knowing that life is short and our time is limited. So let's not waste it.
Your mind has to be stronger than your feelings. Think about every poor decision you've made in your life. There was more emotion that was involved in it than there was mind. Every single one of them. Think about it.
Really was.
Your feelings keep you in bed. Your mind tells you, get up.
Most of us aren't operating at 100%. Most of us aren't even operating at 50%. And it's because life is hard. We get caught up in our emotions, we get caught up in our feelings, and we let that dictate our actions. And we were raised by people who let their emotions dictate their actions, and we learn negative behavioral patterns. We copy those patterns. We self-sabotage. As addicts and alcoholics, it's very easy to hide behind our addiction. I can't do that. I start drinking at noon. How am I going to do that? I can't do that. I'm a meth head. I got tattoos all over my face. I start popping prescription pills as soon as I wake up. How am I going to do that when I'm a junkie? Or maybe your problem's food. I can't do that. I'm too fat for that. And we use it as an excuse to stay where we're at, to stay where we're comfortable. But growth always happens outside of our comfort zones. And how fast you grow depends on how much stress, how much hardship you're willing to put yourself through. Because it's not that you're not capable, it's that you're not willing to feel that discomfort. For instance, if you're trying to lose weight, you can make a few small changes, cut out processed food, fast food, cut out added sugar, cut out sodas, and you'll lose weight. Maybe quickly at first, but it'll slow way down. It'll take you a long time to reach your goals. But if you do all those things and you add in exercise, you add in a calorie deficit, you can reach those goals exponentially faster. How quickly you get to where you're trying to go depends on how much you're willing to struggle to get there. They say that nothing worth having comes easy. Nothing easy is worth having.
Most people don't want to be pushed that hard.
Yeah.
They want to be pushed to their level of comfort.
Yep.
And once they're outside their comfort zone, they're like, oh, I'm not used to this. Oh, I don't like this. My heart's beating too fast. Or, man, I'm feeling different feelings and emotions. And it's like, that's where the growth lives. You try, you fail. They push you to deal with the failure. You get another chance to go out and practice it. Then you succeed and you realize, oh, that's what I need to do differently the next time.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the opposite problem. People in recovery, people who used to be hiding in their addiction are now hiding in recovery. Well, I'm going to meetings. I'm working on it. What are you doing outside of meetings? What are you doing with the rest of your life? People hide in religion. Well, I'm working it out with God. I'm giving it to God. I'm reading my Bible. Okay, those things are good, but when you're not doing that, what are you doing? Every time I sit and look at a screen, I could be tending my garden, the garden of my life. Every time I sleep in, I could have got up and started building the life that I want. You don't have a time problem, you have a patience problem. Most people will do things for a couple of weeks, a month, a couple of months, but if you're not getting the results you want quick enough, you'll give up. You'll say that was a giant waste of time. But it wasn't a waste of time. Because you don't really know what you want, and you don't really know what your goals are until you start moving towards what you think you want, towards what you think your goal is. Move towards that, and that'll reveal what your true goal is. For instance, with money, you don't really want money. You want the feelings that money will give you. The feeling of freedom and independence, the feeling of not having to go work a shitty job, being able to work towards things that you want to accomplish. Feeling of security, being able to take your family on vacations, to go places, to travel, to make memories. All that requires money. You need money. You need to make money. But you don't want money for the sake of having money. You don't want to have it in a vault like Scrooge McDuck so you can swim in it. You want to have it to use it. It's the feelings that you're going to get from having money that gives you the desire to get money. The same thing with fitness. Most people don't want to be fit so they can flex in front of a mirror. Some people do. Most people want the feelings that they think they'll get from being fit. Feelings of confidence. Confidence in the way they look, but also confidence in what they can do. What their abilities are. What their abilities will become the more fit they get.
want to see what you do when you're tired. Let me see how you push yourself. Come on, man. Get up. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. The next day. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Keep going. Do more hard shit makes you do more hard shit.
Yeah.
Understanding that you want it bad, so you're willing to put into work and do things you don't want to do. It's what makes you have the confidence, the mentality that I'm the type of dude to get shit done.
Everything that we consider to be alive has to destroy something else in order to continue to exist. Carnivores eat herbivores, herbivores eat plants, plants suck the nutrients out of the ground, fungus eat things that are dead or dying. Viruses, bacteria, everything you can think of has to destroy something else in order to maintain its own existence. That's not a flaw, it's a feature. It's the way that the world is set up, it's the system that we live in. So it's real easy to blame God.
Did you see what God just did to us, man?
God didn't do that, you did it.
Blame our parents, blame our circumstances that we grew up in, blame someone who abused us, or blame somebody who told us that we were nothing, that we would never be anything. But that old story that you're telling yourself, that old story that you're still structuring your life by, that has to go away. You have to create a new story. You have to be the author of your own story, write new chapters. You get to decide what you want your life to be. Most people don't have a motivation problem. They have a fear problem. They're afraid of failure. They're afraid of looking stupid if they try and don't achieve what their goal is. They're afraid of that person who told them they're never going to be shit being right. Maybe you say, I don't know what I should be doing. I don't know which way I should be going. That means your goals are too big. Make your goals smaller. What is something that you would do that you could do? Start with that. And growth leads to growth. Objects in motion stay in motion. Objects at rest stay at rest. Get some motion in your life. Start moving towards what you think the goal is, what you think you want, and then what you really want will reveal itself to you. One thing we talk about on this channel all the time is, who do you want to be a year from now? Imagine that person. Imagine how that person thinks, what that person does, how that person feels. Start doing those things now. Start the action now, and the feelings that reinforce those behaviors will come later. What are your habits? What new habits have you started to develop since you got into recovery? It's not enough just to give up the old habits. In fact, I think as an addict, you can never stop being an addict. I think the only thing that you can do is create new addictions, positive addictions, to replace your negative addictions.
Show me your habits and I'll show you your future. Every action you take carves out the story of your life. Good habits are the bricks that build empires. Bad habits, they're termites in the foundation. Choose wisely. You're either sharpening your future or sabotaging it one habit at a time.
These short videos are great for motivation and to plant the seed, but you can't really learn much in a 1 or 2 minute video. So if you would like to learn more, if you would like to grow more, check out our long form content. Until next time, tend your gardens.
Here's Bible verse I think about sometimes. Many times. It goes, Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? And I said, Here am I. Send me.